Hey guys! Editor's note before the video begins. We got our camera back to working order, so we're going to be staying in the same quality we had before. It was just that one video that our camera stopped working. We don't really know why. Anyway, thank you guys so much, and I hope you enjoy the video.
Hello everyone, Mr. CCDV here. I'm currently writing my memoirs, and I thought to myself, I said, if you want to come up with content for this channel, you should tell your own story. So here is the first story of my memoirs. This will be out of order, but they are all true stories. Please enjoy. First of all, I would like to explain why I only lasted 18 years. I currently have multiple sclerosis. However, when I was separated from the Army back in 2015, I was not diagnosed with this disease. I was separated because I broke my ankle in 2009 in Germany. Even though I deployed in 2011 on my bad ankle, I was not worthy to finish my career. It was a combination of multiple factors, chain of command, ex-wife, etc. So, I am not retired, I am just a disabled veteran. There I was. Story begins. There I was. No joke. I'm not going to cuss on this channel. Yes, we all start our stories that way. I was in Advanced Individual Training, or AIT. I will say AIT a lot, so bear with me. This is at Fort Lee, Virginia, which is the home of the Army Quartermaster Corps. I was learning everything there is to know about fuel handling. Do you believe me? So we were in the training yard where fuel equipment is stored so that we can learn all about the specific equipment that we are using in the regular Army units. On this particular day, we were learning about the HEMTT, the Heavy Expanded Mobile Tactical Truck. This truck is an 8-wheeled vehicle with a fuel tank mounted on the back of it. It is a 2,500 gallon tank with a 350 gallon per minute pump and filter housing on the back. There are 3 ways to load a HEMTT and 2 ways of unloading the truck. In this case, we were learning to use the single point adapter on the truck. We call it a D1 adapter because the military loves acronyms, even though the civilian side uses it as a single point adapter, but we won't go into that for now. For instance, we don't sleep in tents. That is correct. When we're in the field, we do not sleep in tents. We sleep in SICUPs, or modular units, or shelter halves. These are designations that we used instead of calling them tents. Well, this single point adapter is a spring-loaded, the receiver is a spring-loaded disc that pushes up against the gasket. When you mount and twist the D1 nozzle, or single point adapter, you turn a lever that opens the port. You are not supposed to be able to open the port when there is no nozzle on the adapter. However, when the truck is empty-ish, it is possible to push that disc back with your finger. Obviously, as a new guy, I didn't know that. Neither did my instructor, apparently, as a staff sergeant in the United States Army. We were standing in a semicircle around the back of the truck, and the instructor said, "You never touch this disc on the D1. Behind this disc is fuel." He then proceeded to push the disc. Yeah, that's my Puerto Rican accent. It's very bad. That's right, he did exactly what he told us not to do. He pushed the button in order to prove a point. What he did not account for is this: an empty truck is not really empty. There is always residual fuel or water or a mixture of the two in the pipes. It has to do with all the bendy pipes and etc. That go on to a fuel truck. So, when he pushed the disc, fuel spurted out. Guess who was standing in the path of that fuel? Yep, it was me. My very first time being covered in fuel. It was definitely not my last. However, it was at this point that I realized that I had possibly made a mistake joining the Army and choosing to be a fuel handler. Well, that's volume 1. I hope you liked the punchline. I'll be posting more of these stories as often as I can. I'll see you guys later.